here we are once again on the edge of the cosmic portal. Live, directly, Viva la Rabbit Hole in Wonderland. From the Mad Hatter's domicile, I bring to you Cosmic Portal 2.0. And unbelievably, I have all the heralds here at one time.
For the first time.
And two guests. Unfortunately, you won't get to hear the guests as we record. So, today's show are non-mainstreamed publications and fandoms that we like. Normally, I get you guys to introduce yourselves. As always, I am Ethos, and with me are the rest of the heralds. So, who wants to go first?
Windhammer is here. Let's do it like that.
Foss the Atlantean.
And from the dark hole, the Mad Hatter.
Okay, which leaves only our busy Kryptonian who's taking pictures.
As always, love, peace, and hair grease.
So,
Not no hair grease in you.
we'll start with, like we always, the news of the day. Some of the biggest news that I've heard is they're going to be starting filming Star Trek within the next 3 to 6 months.
Yeah.
I'm happy about that. I'm not happy about not really knowing who the director is still.
It's not Orsi?
No, he didn't get confirmed yet because he's an untested director.
But they're saying it's all but confirmed. He just turned in the script. And
The second draft, the first draft, they didn't even look at.
he just finished this, I guess the
Second draft?
first final draft or whatever,
Yeah.
and they're liking it.
Good.
They're saying that it's going to be several years after Into Darkness, and Kirk and the crew are going to be in their 5-year mission.
Into it.
Yeah.
So
That's
they're
good.
saying we're going to see different new aliens we ain't seen before. Which we don't know, but that doesn't mean we don't know if that means we're going to see Klingons and Romulans because everything's been centered around Earth.
Yeah.
Right.
So we don't know if we're going to see new aliens from the TV show. But they definitely said that they're bringing in characters closely, more close to what we saw on the television show.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we might see someone like Harry Mudd or
Well, they gave us the Mud incident.
in the comic book. But we didn't see
And on the show, they mentioned Mud.
Mud, yeah.
That's the ship they use.
That's the shit they use,
The
yeah.
ship they use is Mud.
we
So,
could see him come back.
hard corn fed tan mud.
Right.
I'd love to see something like that.
Or hey, you never know. We might get what was the agent? You know which one I'm talking about.
Oh, with the cat.
The cat.
You
You know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I forget his name.
So
Gary
there you
Seven.
go.
Oh,
See?
boy.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking
The
about.
Star Trek
I'm
Oracle.
coming in.
Yes.
He knew what we were talking
Bringing the
about.
knowledge,
Gary
man.
Seven. That's what I'm talking
Who
about.
started watching Trek first? It was him.
That's what it was. Was an old school tracker.
So we don't know if we're gonna see anything like that. But it's that. You know what? I'd like to see the Gorn.
I don't want to see the Gorn.
You don't want to see the Gorn?
Nah.
Come on now.
If you're gonna do
Not
anything, hit me with some Andorians. Give me something a little bit more. They've already kind of established, and let them go with the Gorn. It's gonna be like the Hulk. It's gonna be CGI all over the place, and I'm just not feeling that right now. You got a good thing going. If you could bring back some of that good stuff that made it good instead of trying to make this a high action, mile a minute roller coaster.
I'd like to see them do something new.
That'd be nice.
I mean,
it's
it's the same 5-year mission. I mean,
Right.
doesn't mean they got to copy something.
Piece of the action.
Yeah.
Roddenberry's already done. Do your own thing.
Well, I'm sure Orsi's probably going to give us a little bit of both.
Well, Orsi's definitely gonna take it back to the roots.
Well, we got it.
That's
They
what
got to
I'm
give something to
looking
the old
forward
and
to.
something to the young.
But at the same time, Paramount's like, look, we need butts and seats.
Yeah,
Big-
but they're
big
not.
monsters
They're
and
not gonna.
explosions.
They're not gonna go ahead and bypass what he brings because
Right.
he's a good. He's written for Star Trek. He's done stuff for Star Trek.
Well, he's writing just about everything that's out there
For Star Trek, yeah. So
well,
they're-
not only that, but I mean, he wrote the script for Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
And the first one, I think. But
Well, we're not going to go.
not going to talk about Spider-Man.
We're not going to go with Spider-Man 2. That
But-
was a bad point for Mr. Orsi.
But he's in the footsteps of JJ, and JJ and him are all over TV.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know, and JJ just dropped that sneak trailer that Freak sent us. You know, or that sneak peek of the Millennium
Falcon
Falcon.
and
Oh,
Baby.
yeah.
Tumbler on it.
Yeah. You saw that? You saw that?
That was tight.
I was like sitting there looking at him like, oh,
And I was like, what's up,
That was tight.
I was.
I like how Zack Snyder and
Superman is the Jedi.
well, like Zack Snyder and JJ are going back and forth.
Yeah.
with each other.
But that shows you how good things can be. You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
as we sit in here, as the Heralds are, we're kind of divided up in our fandoms as far as, you know, we're all Star Wars fans, but two of us are big. Well, no, 3 or 4 of
Oh,
us.
no,
are big.
I think the Star Wars fans are outnumbered today.
Yes, they are. They're very outnumbered today. But
Get out!
But
if you
Star Wars
if
is gonna reign.
if you bring out the Millennium Falcon, I kind of have.
Say, hold on. I gotta say something.
What are you gonna say, man?
No.
What are you gonna say,
I
man?
just gotta say
What are you gonna say?
Buzz, you and I are 2 old school Star Trek fans. One of us left Star Trek officially and became a Star Wars fan.
You know why?
He denounced Trek.
I did.
Yes.
I look.
He defected?
Yes, he defected.
I had no choice. I saw the way things were going, and I was sick of it.
You always have a choice.
So what? The Empire made you a deal you couldn't refuse?
Uh,
He put a land on us.
Look. I had no choice. I had no choice.
Now you understand, bro.
You're a real
Look.
hero.
So now you know what Lando went through.
JJ arrived just before they did, and I digress with that because I mean, Star Wars has been such a big part of my life.
Everybody's life.
Everybody, yeah.
No, not everybody.
Well, everybody that was in the 70s and
No, not true. Not true. I mean, I know a couple people in the '70s that still.
come on.
I'm seriously.
We're not talking about them people.
You know what I'm saying?
We can't do nothing
But
them.
for me, it's not the Jedi's.
Well, we know.
Damn sure it wasn't Luke Skywalker.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so,
Sorry, it wasn't Yoda.
Yeah.
It was that ship.
No, it was Han Solo. And
No, it was the ship. It was the ship
Oh,
first,
so-
then Han. It's the
It
ship.
was a Wookiee.
Come on, man. You know what I mean?
You want a piece of the Wookiee? That's
You know what I'm saying? You know.
I did it all for the Wookiee.
But it's great that we're getting it back. JJ's a fan. I have no fear that that's going to be.
none.
It's going to be awesome.
You saw
Yes, it's
when
gonna be.
what's his name? Kevin Smith got to see it.
Yes. Did you read that article?
Oh my God, man!
Did you read
He
that?
cried
Yeah.
over everything, though.
No. But the thing with that Kevin Smith said that made me go, okay, all right, was when he sat there and he said when he walked up the gangplank,
Millennium Falcon.
Oh, yeah.
and he said he flashed back. He said he was that 12-year-old kid again.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I was like, he said everything JJ's doing is practical, is old school, and I like that. I mean, I don't need all the CG and
Yeah, but to be honest with you, if someone built the replica of the Enterprise,
Come on now.
I'd be sitting like that. So, what other news do we have?
We have plenty of news.
Uh-oh.
But since we're talking about movies, let's talk about. According to the site, Smoke Knows,
Uh-oh.
there is even information that Jason Momoa's Aquaman is gonna look like a surfer.
Well, they gotta lighten him up.
Well,
I'm
matter of
sorry.
fact, speaking of that, did you hear Zack Snyder was just talking about, which we're going to see in Batman vs. Superman, the scene where Kal-El or Clark, he saves the guys on the oil rig.
Yeah.
They were saying, remember how the whales came up?
Yeah.
Aquaman sent the whales. There's a scene that we didn't see in that movie that we'll see in the next movie where Aquaman sent the whales to save Kal-El.
Oh.
That's why the whale, because they were saying, you got to think about it. There was toxins and all that stuff in the water. The whales would have went away from
Yeah.
the But Aquaman commanded them to go save him.
Oh, that sounds cool.
You're welcome.
Man.
So
Yeah.
they're saying that we're going to see that scene. We're going to see a flashback to that scene in the next movie.
But now that you bring up Dawn of Justice, they're bringing back Justice League, but they're bringing it back darker.
I was just, I had this in
You got that?
Yeah,
you got that?
of course
Oh,
I got
well,
that in
then
there.
have
no,
it.
but you-
No,
you-
no,
you-
go ahead. No.
Don't steal the Asgardian's thunder.
Oh,
He's the god of it.
man. No, I just.
Is that a pun?
Look, I just have the bat suit and the car, so you go right ahead.
No, man, you.
I'm starting to think this is just a guy in a suit.
So okay, Machinima is an online network that mostly targets younger males. So basically, they acquire the rights to a 3-part animated movie called Justice League: Gods and Monster Chronicles.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be directed by Bruce Timm. So that right there, I'm like, well, just if you put Bruce Timm on it, I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bruce Timm is Bruce Timm. The only thing I didn't like, it kind of got me a little worried was that it said that it's gonna be on the darker side,
Right.
which is obviously DC's thing, I guess.
Yeah.
But if it's Bruce Timm, I trust him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, we got that. We got Joaquin Phoenix
As Doctor Strange.
as Doctor Strange. He's not confirmed, but we finally saw an image of him.
Exactly.
Like he's gonna look.
Dude, he looks.
Oh man.
He looks pretty tight. I had to give him that. I had to give him that.
Is a very good
And he is
eclectic
crazy.
actor.
I was gonna say he is a little crazy.
Yeah, so
Well,
that's
our
going to
people all
I mean, but then
bad.
again, I did like him in Walk the Line.
We got
Talladega Nights.
oh, this is fun. We have this website put a picture of Detroit, somewhere in Detroit.
Yeah.
And they saw a graffiti that said Batman and Robin. So it's right now they're all speculating, is this for real? Is this part of the movie? What's going on? But I mean, why are they gonna be so I mean, who writes Robin, really? Who goes a graffiti and writes Robin?
All I'm saying is this: we
You know
have
what I'm saying?
we have all these Batman movies. We're not talking about the last two from the
No,
last
from
90s, okay?
No.
All right, we're talking. It's time, but everybody want Nightwing this, Nightwing that. With all due respect, give me Tim Drake as Robin,
Yeah.
and you can forget everybody else.
Yeah, that's real
So
Robin.
the question is then, this Batman that we're going to get in the next movie,
Who's older?
who's older, it would have had to have been Robin.
Yeah.
So,
well, they're already speculating.
well, is Robin? Well, I'm sure it's going to be the Dick Grayson Robin.
Oh, but he's Nightwing already. They're
Right,
already
so
saying
that's
that he's
the-
Nightwing.
So
If he gets a new,
is there going to be
Another Robin? I don't
Is it
know.
going to be the female Robin?
Oh, I hope not.
no,
Please, God,
Or is it
careful what you wish for.
Hey, you know, I mean, this is the day and age. Remember, this is not the comic book universe.
Yeah, but still,
Yeah.
you cannot bypass.
If you bring a Robin in and you make it a woman after all this year, you finally
Yeah, you
That's
finally
like-
bring
that's-
Robin in and do that, man. You're just ripping it apart.
yeah.
You could do that with Batman Beyond, and nobody would really say
I will
anything.
find Zack Snyder. I will beat him up. Yeah, I said it. Windhammer said that.
So the question is, though, are we going to get Robin in the movie, or is it just going?
I don't think so. If we do, it'll be the second one.
You think it'll be Tim Drake?
I'm hoping it will be because
that would be awesome.
Dick Grayson's already supposedly Nightwing
Right.
in this movie.
Right.
So if we get another Robin, I'm hoping it'll be Tim Drake because Tim Drake was the best Robin. He's the only one who wanted to be Robin.
Yeah.
And even when everything went wrong, he still kept the Robin and became Red Robin.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, of course,
And he's the smartest of them all.
yeah, and then of course they took it all away from him and said he
Never was a Robin.
talking about getting bent over. Good Lord, man! Why would you?
Fox have finally decided to put a Deadpool film out.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
God.
2016.
February 12, 2016.
They've already confirmed it.
Boo.
Ryan
Yeah.
Reynolds will be playing Deadpool.
Yeah.
Boo!
He can ruin that movie.
I mean, but you know what?
No way.
We already know it's going to be
It's gonna be a hit.
it's going to be a hit already because everybody wants to see this.
As everybody's been
I mean,
dying
if
to see it.
if it's
The
any-
trailer,
if it's
that's
anything
what
like
did
the
it.
Trailer, it's hot.
That's
Yeah.
what, I don't know. My thing is this. We're glorifying a guy that's running around killing people for money, and we're calling him a superhero. Which, again,
They're going with anti-hero.
yes, of course they are.
He's a mercenary.
But even with the anti-hero, you have to have something to be anti for. I mean,
Well-
you're killing these guys off because they killed your family and they ruined your life.
Right.
Totally different.
Right.
Anti-hero who gets paid to kill people is not an anti-hero.
Right.
That's just an assassin
Mercenary.
with a mouth.
Right. He's a mercenary.
Yeah.
So,
But
I
then
mean,
again, they're going with the same title for Shazam or Black Adam, anti-hero.
Yeah, but you understand with Black Adam.
I'm just
They,
saying.
I just specified that for you.
I know.
They killed his family.
Right.
And they're supposedly the good guys.
But see, this is the thing, though. So how are they going to? I'm still wondering how they're going to do this Sinister Six when they're the bad guys.
Changing these heroes up to suit different groups and ethnic, people.
Right.
Now
So
with
go back
Hammer
and
here.
Listen to him.
You don't need to make you don't need to make Fantastic Four a black guy.
No,
can,
you
can
don't.
bring Black Panther in.
Thank you.
That's what everybody wants to
Thank
see.
you.
Yes.
White people
Well,
and black people want to see
Black
that.
Panther's getting made.
Well,
Yeah.
I prefer to see Blade 4.
Well,
Anyway,
Blade is probably gonna
you know
be
what I'm saying? I mean,
Blade-
forget Black.
Yeah.
Give me Blade.
Blade,
But
man.
it has to be Snipes because
Yes. Well,
that
Snipes wants to do
TV
it.
show they did.
Oh, come on now. Sticky Fingers was not.
Oh, stop!
No.
I had the disc. I don't even know why I ran out and bought it.
Well, I would have done.
Because it's Blade.
It was yeah.
I mean,
Right.
hold on. It had some good. It had some
He
good
was a
stuff with it.
short little thug trying to be Blade,
Look,
man.
no, but I'm saying not him.
I'm embarrassed
Not
just to be
Not him. I'm saying there were some good things about the story.
Oh, the story was tight.
Right.
Although
But
I thought they
everything
should have
else-
concentrated more on him and Whistler
Is the
versus
girl?
yeah that.
Yeah. But anyway, it
Once
was
again, trying
Oh,
to
you
cater
could-
to female audiences.
and they
You can go to Walmart and get the whole series,
Just get a
all 3
female
movies
hero.
plus the
Should've brought
TV
in Buffy a
show
little earlier.
for $9.99 at Walmart.
I was just.
So are you
saying-
looking at Walmart?
I look. I perused the Walmart bins for
$5 bin.
the Blu-rays for $5. I got the Crow
Oh, that's
with
that's
Brandon
good.
Lee.
Good.
Which, sorry, they are talking about remaking.
Yes.
I
Wait,
know.
But with O'Brien's blessing, he's gonna be on there. He wants it darker like the comics. So I'm hoping. I mean, I love. Don't know, Brandon Lee's Crow was the bomb.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's one of the best movies ever.
Yes.
But they left out some things from the comics, that I'm hoping they put back in.
Okay.
So, but O'Brien God gave his blessing. He's not trying to remake it. He's not trying to diss Brandon Lee, but he wants it more towards the comics and make it darker.
That's cool.
I can deal with that.
I can appreciate that.
Yes.
All right, another news. Robbie Abel, which is Stephen Abel Arrow brother, cousin, I think he is.
Yeah, Robbie Amell.
Yeah, he says, he's playing Firestorm.
Yes.
And he's saying that he's officially gonna get his powers on the Flash TV series.
Oh.
So we're gonna see him in full costume, full power. You know what I'm saying? So
The
yes.
Flash is a good show.
Now
Yeah.
here's my problem again. DC made the Flash. Made Firestorm a white guy.
In the comics.
Then they made him a black guy. Now we're gonna go back to the roots and make him back a white guy on TV. Stop taking your characters and making them black to pull in an audience. Just make black heroes.
Well, the thing is that they're trying to create diversity within the.
I understand
which I
that,
understand.
but you can't take, even if they're lesser characters.
Right.
They had a fan base. Firestorm was very popular in the 80s and the 90s.
Right.
Had a little toy figure.
Right.
Everybody, Firestorm this, he could do this, he could do that. Then all of a sudden, his comic gets canceled. Blue Devil was another one. Comic gets canceled.
Yeah.
Do you remember who Blue Devil is? No. You don't. Guy in a costume, Satan, gets caught in a costume, now he's a demon. That's all you know.
Well, they changed the Flash's girlfriend in the TV show. She's black.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
And
And just to play devil's advocate. Okay, I won't.
you want to go there, huh? You want to?
I was gonna say it.
He really wants to go there.
I'm not.
John Wesley Shipp's going to be in it.
Oh, and the girl
And the
from the
girl- and the
original.
girl from the original show.
She's reprising her role.
Right.
So,
And they're also saying that Wally West is going to show up, and Wally West might actually be black.
do you know?
Like they change him now?
like they're doing the comics now, right?
Yeah.
And in Batman Beyond, it's a black female who's the Flash,
Right.
which reminds me of your girl Voodoo.
Right. But yeah, so I can understand because we all know that primarily all the popular heroes are mainly white.
And DC.
Yeah, in both Marvel and DC. you know, they're mainly white. I mean, all your big
names
are all practically all white. I mean, come on now, the Trinity of DC is white. I mean, come on now.
Well, if you're going to get technical, one's an alien.
Okay.
One's an Amazon from mud. The only real pure white person you have there is my guy. And he's as dark as you get.
Yeah, all right.
I'm an islander.
You know what I'm saying?
Atlantis was an island. So, you know,
But
I mean, seriously.
Check on our job application. Atlanteans, the Pacific Islander.
Batman is the darkest person you got on that crew. You got the Kryptonian who comes from, you know,
right.
and then Diana was supposedly formed from mud, clay, or whatever,
She should
right?
be Greek or something.
Right?
Yeah, she's
Okay.
Right.
So,
Right.
you know,
I get what you're
So
saying.
did great Grandpa Wayne own slaves?
I'm pretty sure he did. But according to the movie, he was in the Underground Railroad business.
That's right.
So
That's
he was an
right.
abolitionist. Is that what you're saying?
Uh,
No, seriously. So
Oh, so he already had the whole tunnels and caves thing going on.
on the thing, right? Okay. Maybe Mr. Wayne was dabbling in a little bit. Let me stop.
That's why I had that mask.
Let me
Let's not
stop.
go there. Let's not go there.
Let me
but
stop.
yeah, so they're trying to create diversity in both their.
I understand that. All I'm saying is stop making my characters that have been white for 75 years black.
Well,
And there's another thing that bothers me. Stop making black and Puerto Rican and Spanish characters. My
Gay?
hot girl. No,
Oh.
they have. He's black, but he has the Puerto Rican name attached to it. They're mixed. You can't give me a Puerto Rican superhero.
El Dorado.
Okay, hammer him now. Lightning bolt, wind, rain.
Hey, no, Eternal.
Blue Beetle.
Oh no. Okay, there you go.
Mexican.
Jaime.
But that's a good example. That's a
Yeah,
good example.
I love
sorry.
Jaime. He is the only other, ethnic hero like that I really, I was getting into him.
one more.
What?
Virgil Hawkins.
Who's that?
Static.
Static. You was getting
Milestone
Black guy.
Comics.
Yeah.
Finally, he got his props. Finally.
right.
Okay.
That's Dwayne McDuff.
That's why I said, man, when I saw Hawk Girl, I was like, whoa. And then I look at her name, and she's got a Spanish name in it. I'm like, we not.
It's like It's like
They keep
the double win.
Yeah, they want to go. Oh, you know, it's all
She's
rolled in
black,
one.
but she's Spanish.
You got all the whole package right
Yeah.
here.
I'll play.
Well, let's get him with like what?
Well, I'll play devil's advocate.
Mm-hmm.
Miles Morales.
Yeah.
Man, that character is badass, dude. I'm telling you, man.
I give you that.
But you see the way they did it. This is why I like. They knew how to do it.
Okay.
They got a realistic family. They got a African American dad, Puerto Rican girl living in the Bronx.
Right.
That's
reality.
you see
That
happens every day.
Yeah.
That's reality. I guess
So-
that's why they're doing it.
So and Brian Michael Bendis. If I see him, I'll give him a hug because he took it. You can tell he took his time writing this character for a long time, like putting it together every piece. And when you read this book, he feels like a real person.
Right.
The way he reacts, the way his dad reacts, it's
And that's the best time. When you
And
can
that's-
actually sit down and get lost in a comic book and you can feel the character being real.
yes.
That's it.
Yes.
It's just like, I have no love for Batwing. First of all, I got Batwing out in Africa. I'm like, oh, a black man in Africa. How original. And then they went and they stopped making it with him, and then they give it to Lucius Fox's son. And I'm like, okay. And then they give him this bat mask that only covers this part of his. I'm like, look, stop it. Okay, just stop. Unfortunately, sales are enough to keep him afloat.
Of course.
Really?
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
I think they just cancel it, right?
I don't know. I heard the story was actually really good.
The first part of the story was pretty good.
Oh, okay.
The part I didn't like was that we know a black man in Africa being Batman.
Well, come on now. Could it have been a white man in Africa?
The Great White Hunter's been there for years. Why stop now? You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is,
Tarzan's toes.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
The only thing that I'm the only
I'm the only white guy here. You gotta go somewhere.
well, one of the things that I noticed about the first Batwing was he talks to Batman and said, "Man, you know what? I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm just gonna quit." You know Batman's secret. You think he's gonna just let you walk like that? Yeah, that's okay. Just go do your own thing.
back ass.
I will break your back if you leave me, dude.
Man, that's the thing. You know, like you said, Batman. Yeah, you are. Okay.
You can't even leave a motorcycle gang like that.
Mm-mm.
You're gonna leave Batman like that? Come on, man.
No. We always joked about when we went to go see was it Batman Forever, or where he thinks he's like, well, I'm leaving, and he takes his motorcycle, and I've been like, you leave, you can take that motorcycle and the clothes you came on your back, but everything else is staying with me. Go ahead. You ain't got no money, you ain't gonna go for it. Go ahead.
Exactly.
I wish Dick Grayson would try to leave. Yeah, go ahead. Get out. Because you ain't got no money, no college education. You're a circus boy. Go back to the circus. Flip on some trapeze for a little while and you see how well you do.
They're not like they used to be.
You know what I'm saying? That's right.
You just
no
be
way.
working the Total-World.
That's what I loved about Tim. Tim Drake fought Batman every step of the way. When I'm ready. No, you're not ready. Stay here. Tim was in that cave more times than
But then Tim Drake actually went to China and practiced with Lady Shiva.
Yeah.
So Lady Shiva
a lot.
Yeah.
He did. He earned his stripes, man.
Kick ass.
He earned his stripes, and then they diss him like they do. It breaks the heart.
Yeah. All right. Well, the last news I'm gonna talk about is it's kind of funny. In Canada, there's a group.
Oh, I know what you're talking
including
about.
the mayor of the town of Edmonton. He wants to build a Wolverine statue. because of Wolverine's quote unquote death. And
he's dying. Let him die.
So it's a memorial now.
Right now they have 100 signatures and they want 100,000.
Oh my God!
Good luck with that.
But isn't it copyrighted, so they have to go through
Marvel?
Disney.
Yeah, yes.
Disney.
That's not gonna happen.
So
I mean, it's
No, Disney is not.
no.
No, you not.
Because they're gonna be like, we have a statue here in Disneyland. You want to go see it?
Yeah.
There's no. Oh my
That's
God!
just like that with that town in Kansas that changed their name to Smallville.
They wanted to change it. Yeah.
It's like a couple days a year that they officially changed the name of the town to
Smallville.
To Smallville.
Well, actually, I think they're trying to get a petition started to where they can officially change the name to Smallville.
That's. I mean, if you want to do stuff like that, I mean, that's cool. Just like that Spock and that Vulcan, whatever.
Vulcan in Canada.
If you really want to change your whole town to something fictional or whatever, I mean,
trying to gain a little
tourism.
Yeah.
You know, you go right ahead. You know, and I'm pretty sure there'll be a few people flocking out there. And if you don't have the goods, it'll be all on the internet in 24 hours.
Yes.
And nobody will ever go back to your little town again.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, stuff like that, man, you really need to. That changes everybody's lifestyle in that, in that community. You know what I mean? You can't, we're Smallville. We're starting to be the murder capital of Kansas. What? Not Smallville, you know what I'm saying? So that type of stuff is tricky. Crazy, but tricky. So, this brings us to
I
the...
got some news.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
The Atlantean brings it.
Not big, just a few little.
The bomb time.
Before the other stuff.
Yes, it is the bomb.
The bomb.
No, this isn't the bomb.
Oh, no?
This isn't the bomb. No, the bomb comes when we talk about our other stuff.
Every time he opens his mouth,
Well,
he's
this
like...
is, Supergirl got confirmed for CBS.
Yes.
Supergirl.
Just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah.
I'm happy about that. Yeah. And Warner Brothers is going to do a Suicide Squad movie.
Yes.
So you might get to see your girl.
No! Okay.
And hopefully she won't be
With Deadshot?
Oh, God, stop. I only have two things to say about that. One, Tiger better be the bronze tiger I know and not whitewashed.
Oh, I
Okay.
doubt that. It's
Two.
going to be a mixed team.
Please do not have Harley out with Deadshot. I don't get it. I understand it. The guy when the guy that's actually doing her book was like, I know I'm going to catch a lot of flack for this. Really, you think?
Yeah.
And then they make the assault on Arkham, and she's still after.
Deadshot.
No, after the Joker.
After the Joker, yeah.
Well, in the comics, the Joker is not around anymore.
Yeah, I know. That's.
So at one point, you're going to be like, well, I'm not going to be single for the rest of my life.
Well, but
No,
Harley and the Joker, that's like Batman and
I'm
Robin,
wondering
dude.
how they're going to do that in
Yeah.
the movie.
Yeah.
Well, if it's tied to the DC cinematic universe, nobody knows where the Joker is at.
Right.
Remember the whole Christopher Nolan thing? The Joker was left in.
But they're not using Nolan's thing.
Yeah.
Actually, they are. They're touching on Nolan's.
Touching, but they're not using any of his whatchamacallit.
Okay.
So it's
Well,
now
for the record,
Snyder's universe now.
Yeah.
I hope they don't touch the Nolan universe.
No.
They're what this is what they're saying. It's after the thing with Bane,
Right.
Oh my god.
and that's all they're
no.
saying.
Yeah, it's
Well,
touch.
sure.
It's after no. Bane had destroyed the city.
Right.
Batman prevailed, but Batman is now in seclusion trying to rebuild the city.
Right.
That's what they're saying. That's all they're going with.
Oh my god, I hope not.
That's what they're going with.
Well,
Because that Batman wasn't Batman. That was just an action hero put on a costume. That's what it was.
Why do you say that?
Well, first of all, he had no clue what was going on around him, which is not Batman.
Wait a minute.
Like he had no clue that Talia al Ghul was Talia al Ghul.
Wait a minute.
He had no clue that
For
I
8
mean,
years, this dude has been locked away.
Come on, man.
8 years. Now, see, I don't agree with that.
right there is
Wait a
not
More problem
Batman.
with the Bane than anything.
Oh.
And that right there is not
Nothing against-
Batman.
I mean,
Would you
Bane
think
was-
Bruce Wayne would
this
lock
man-
himself in a
this
room
kid
for 8 years?
Grew up in a prison. He wasn't.
Look, this guy, the way they did it was that he was so traumatized after what he did with the Joker and with Harvey Dent dying, them coming after him.
That's not Batman.
I understand that.
That's what I'm saying.
the difference is it's not the
Comic
comic
book
book.
Yeah, that's not.
Well, see, that's the thing. We're never going to get the comic book Batman. I mean,
No.
we'll get
Who knows?
close
Maybe we
because
can get him now.
We all know.
Well,
we
we're
all know
hoping.
the best Batman.
Affleck looks good as Batman.
The best Batman we've ever seen is
I can't
always
wait
been
to
the
see it.
animated one.
I
Yeah.
can't wait to
He's
see it.
all about the mission.
Now that's my Batman.
You know, that's Batman.
Kevin Conroy
Yeah.
is Batman,
Now,
and that Batman
all
never
I-
stops.
Me, Carl and I, or Ethos and I, we've talked about this. The only thing I really hope, because Kevin Smith made this comment in one of his podcasts, he would like to see, and me and Ethos and I were talking about this, Batman, when Batman does his voice, it's Kevin Conroy.
Oh man, that would
Because
be,
it
that
would be
awesome.
it would be through the mask. Do the voice. And he's Bruce Wayne when Ben Affleck is Bruce Wayne. Kevin Conroy is Batman. That would just nail it.
But that's not gonna happen.
Nah.
They're probably gonna tell Ben Affleck. I mean, Ben Affleck is a Batman fan, a long time Batman fan. So
Yeah.
I'm sure he's gonna try to imitate his voice to Kevin Conroy's. He's gonna try to emulate. But this is the thing. Batman is the world's greatest detective. Meaning he knows 10 steps ahead of you. How can you tell? How are you gonna tell me that this woman tricked him for so long and he couldn't catch on to her?
Because that Batman was not the world's greatest detective.
He
Lucius
wasn't.
He's
Fox
an
for that.
action hero.
No, well, he had Lucius Fox
what
for
I'm
that. He
saying.
was actually James Bond. In his
Exactly. Hey, that's what it is.
And
He's James Bond. He's not.
Lucius
He's not.
Fox was him.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I mean, but see, that's the thing. We talked about that. I don't know if we're going to ever get that
We
great detective.
we will eventually. Somebody will.
Somebody.
They're
Somebody like us.
every time that they keep doing a Batman movie, somebody gets a little bit more right, a little bit more right, a little bit more right. Because in 1989, I'm blown away. But the moment I see
Guns?
2 big brownie machine guns pop out of my Batmobile, I'm going, what you doing, Batman? Whoa.
So let me ask you this question.
Straps
Speaking
a
of the,
bomb to a clown and then kicks him down a hole so he
You
can
know
go
what
up.
I'm saying, man? I'm like, man, my Batman's gone a little psychotic here.
speaking of the brownie machine guns, a lot of fans was upset that the new Batmobile's got guns on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fans were like, "What is Batman doing with guns?" I'm like,
It's too late now.
but
It's too late now.
but
Even in the animated series, Batman's flying around with missiles. I'm watching them blow aliens out of the sky, and I'm going, when are you putting missiles on the bat? What are you doing with
Back in
missiles?
1980, they did that.
Yeah, okay. So now you got Batman taking on whatever, and I like Frank Miller's thing is like when Batman takes out the Batmobile and it's a tank, he's firing at the mutants,
right.
and Robin's like, are we killing that? He's like, no, don't worry about it. Those are rubber bullets.
Right.
And he's smiling. You know what I'm saying? So are we going back to that trend because originally and when Batman first came out, Batman had a gun.
Yeah.
Batman was toting
Oh, I know.
a gun,
I know. But that
and
was,
then
that
all of a
was-
sudden,
And a flashlight.
Danny O'Neill and them come in, and they're like, "Wait a minute, let's make him a little bit more."
Yeah, that was
You know,
probably way
hey,
back
he
when.
doesn't want to. He doesn't want to use the guns because
He
you know
actually,
that.
he actually killed a vampire while he was sleeping.
He was
The
more.
first-
He was
the
more
first
towards the Green Hornet.
right.
Yeah, he was.
So, you know,
and
It
the
was a
shadow.
tougher time back then.
And the
Yeah,
shadow.
it definitely was. It definitely was. You know, prohibition and all that other
Yeah.
stuff.
Right.
But now you got.
Or hats.
But see, this is my problem. If they go with the Nolan version of Batman, he had problems dealing with Bane.
Yeah.
He never could beat Bane, even at the end. How is he gonna beat Superman?
Well,
This is the only thing. They're not like I said, they're only using the premise of what happened in that movie. They're not using that Batman. That Batman is now gone.
Thank God.
So now we have Ben Affleck in his garb in that car. But I'm still stuck in my Arkham universe. I like that. When I saw that Batmobile, I was just like,
that's a tight one. But the new one, I like the new one too now.
well, the new one is
The
tight,
new one's pretty tight.
you know.
But
But
it does.
So but let me ask you-
everything still has weapons on it. I mean,
So do you
missiles,
Do
rockets.
you think that he's shooting rubber bullets? And that's what people were.
Well,
That's
so
what
maybe
some
that's
people
a
were saying.
non-lethal gun.
He's
You
using-
don't know.
No.
Maybe it shoots sound.
No.
Because this
Now
is,
see, that would have been really
Sonic gun.
that would have been more preferable because that's what they're using to stop pirates on this. You know, Batman would have been
Yeah.
but no.
I mean, if
they're
he's
machine
going,
gun.
if he's going up against Superman, he's going to need
What? No, I think what he's probably
gun
going to take
ain't
his
gonna help
batarang
you.
and he'll throw it at Superman a few times.
If the flex hits the shot.
Throw a couple battle rounds, Superman's gonna be
Yeah.
like, come on, are you
Superman will
serious?
catch one and one will explode in his hand. He'll blow away the smoke. That
You're
all
gonna
you
be
got.
like,
You know what I
messed
mean?
my hair up, dude.
But most likely what'll happen is Batman will find some type of green radioactive rock and Superman will walk up to him and go, ugh, and then Batman will be like, I will save this for later.
We're gonna stop the sun's rays.
You know what I mean? I mean,
So are they still going with the notion that Bat Knights are patrolling
yeah.
Gotham?
Yeah.
Bat Knights, his robotic
His robots.
his robots.
Robots.
In the movie?
Yes. Yes. That's Batman has gone completely.
He's rebuilding
Martial
Gotham.
law.
He's
Martial law's
rebuilding
been
Gotham,
declared.
right?
Bat law has been declared.
But
What?
he's taking...
Who said this?
You ain't read about that? It's
No.
It's the rumors are
It's
that
darker than you know.
Batman has retired, but to keep Gotham safe, he's got robotic
He
Bat
hasn't,
Knights out
he's
there.
not retired. He's still reeling from what that ass whooping he got. That's what I'm telling you. I'm in the theater and I'm watching it, and he's like, and he's just like, boom, boom, bam. Oh, stop the fight now. Just leave. Go jump in the water. Swim away.
And by the way, you're talking about Batman, who's a trained ninja, and this dude is a mercenary.
Mhm.
So in the
Trained,
in the comics,
born
in the
prison.
comics.
in the comics, I could believe it because he was enhanced by chemicals and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
So he was super powerful like
Yeah.
a Hulk.
Venom.
But he's just a human being.
No,
No.
Bane has that mask.
Right,
It's-
that
Yeah,
was
but
Venom.
that just
No,
deals
no,
with
no,
it.
no.
No, it has actually had something in it to and do his whatchamacallit.
I don't know. I think
No,
I think
no.
I heard him in
No,
the
that
movie
was
saying,
No.
that was supposed to be like his Venom.
That was supposed to be like his Venom.
Venom, what it was, distribution.
Yeah.
makes me comfortable.
So he was. I mean, I watched him beat down my Batman.
I'm like, come on, man.
Open up the ceiling and then break him and then throw him down on the ground and two guys carry him off. And I was just sitting here like, okay, well,
Here comes the end. He's gonna beat him up.
no, man, there was no come and beat him up. There was like,
Catwoman saved Batman. Oh, you kidding me, man? Come on.
well, Catwoman's not afraid to shoot somebody. That was the thing. She came in with that on that cycle, boom.
I saw that with
And
my
she
wife.
told him.
My wife was like, "Oh, that's a good
Thanks for
movie,"
putting
and I was
guns
like,
on these.
"Yeah."
Right? It was a military weapon, right?
But you know what? Somebody made a point on the internet that I thought was pretty interesting. They were talking about Batman and his weaponry that he has on his vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
It's a deterrent because you got to remember. So they were saying 'cause people believe Batman is crazy.
Yeah.
He is.
So when they see he's got these weaponry on his gun, they think he's actually going to use it.
And he does.
So it's actually as a deterrent, but he doesn't. You know,
Once again,
unless-
using-
unless
Well, he knows how
has
to use it. He just shoots your tires or
Right,
you know.
right. So maybe that's what it is. It's just a physical deterrent.
Well, it depends on if you're in the comic books. You don't see any guns or anything
Right,
pops
right.
out on no Batmobile.
right, right.
Okay.
Right.
The most you may see is like a ramming thing or a
Right.
lance, something come out and drag you back with a grappling hook.
Right.
In the movies, we're seeing actual guns pop up, missiles come out of little silos, and
Right.
Yeah.
But see,
unfortunately, he's not hitting anybody with anything.
Right. He's not hitting anybody with
It's
it.
like a scene out of the A-Team.
How?
We're gonna shoot at you, then you're gonna explode, and you're gonna roll over, and you're gonna stand back up.
Like
Right.
that
Okay.
Joe commercial. I mean,
Yeah.
nobody died.
Nobody dies. Everybody gets exploded, and even Cobra gets parachutes, right?
Shoot down a striker. There's always a parachute.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's always a parachute.
Flaming
So,
Jeep and two guys come crawling out coughing.
and that's the thing that we're dealing with, right?
But see, that's
And then you go to say like a Marvel movie where you have Thor with his hammer coming down on Captain America and his shield, and Captain America getting up like nothing happened. I'm flying this plane with this thing over some water, right? I can't deter it. I can't ditch the plane now. I've got to make sure that it goes all the way over towards the ice. And then get frozen and thawed back out. I couldn't damage the controls and let it ditch right there
Where are you gonna go?
in the middle of the ocean.
That's where he landed.
No. He landed in Antarctica. He kept it going. He couldn't ditch it right there.
He went in the water, but the water is frozen.
What I'm
So
saying
when he
was, when he
landed,
first
he
got in
froze.
that plane and he got in there, go watch the movie again.
for your information, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about Captain America.
Yes, we are. One of the greatest patriotic movies.
Thanks for the muscles.
Yes.
That movie, man, that movie had a tear in my eye because I felt like, Cap, there is no more America like that
And
anymore.
Winter Soldier was even better. I love that.
Well.
I just talked with two girls the other day. My wife's baby shower. They're grown women, but they were saying that the first Captain America was better.
I liked it.
And I was
I
like,
like the first one.
I'm not saying it's a bad movie. It's a wonderful
Origin
movie.
story.
It's a wonderful movie, but Winter Soldier is a much better movie. Nah, you're crazy.
Winter Soldier.
I didn't really go for Winter Soldier that much as I did because the first one it made me feel kind of patriotic, like we lost something.
The first one is old school patriotic Captain America,
Oh.
ripped from the
Origin
comic
story.
books.
Love that.
The
Love
second
that.
one- The second one is a 1970 spy film.
It's down and
Yeah.
gritty,
It's,
and
it's just a little bit gritty.
I'm still kind of shaky on it.
But that second one was awesome. I mean,
yeah.
Okay, and then of course you got the Age of Ultron that's getting ready to drop. And my thing is still this:
When the third one, doesn't he quit?
we have a demigod with us and the Hulk.
What?
That's when.
Why didn't they
Winter
just
Soldier's
lay and
supposed to
waste
take
the
over.
stuff?
He's supposed to be quitting.
no.
Captain America.
Captain America ain't quit.
They're not doing that in the third one.
No.
He's not Nolan's Batman. He's not gonna quit.
Right? He's just.
He's gonna ride it out till he dies.
According to the comics, that's going to be kind of
That's why
soon.
they had Bucky at the end of this one.
No, he's
going
not.
to the Captain America exhibit inside that museum
Right.
and looking and okay, this is.
He remembers.
Yeah.
But he's remembering, but I think it's going to be more along the lines of Cap going to find out what's going on.
Well, Winter Soldier is still around
Yeah.
in the comics, but he's Winter Soldier.
I know that.
Right.
Yeah.
They also changed up our cap, and I don't know if they're going to follow through and do that.
Well, because now in the comic books, Falcon.
Falcon. Exactly.
But matter of fact, I just watched an interview with the Russo brothers.
I'm not even going to go there. Here we go again.
Captain America, and they were
Why
saying
did they
that's
That's not gonna happen.
that's a possibility in the future, but right now Cap is Cap.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So in the future, Falcon
Because
could
I
be.
know that Chris.
We can
Evans
always
is-
cap him on the steps of the. Oh, I'm sorry.
He has
Oh,
he has seven
remember
movies.
that was a
What's that?
scroll.
He has a seven
Oh.
movie deal.
Yeah.
Chris Evans. He's already done
7 movies.
seven movies. He's already done 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Robert Downey Jr.'s got a movie deal too.
But Robert Downey
Well,
Jr.
They ain't gonna be doing no Iron Man no more time
No,
soon.
but he's done. He has 2 movies left.
Two
He's
more.
gonna do the 2 Avengers,
Avengers.
and that's
Yeah,
it.
that's it. And he's not
That
planning on doing
sucks.
another.
We got a new Iron Man. It'll suck. Good Lord, man, I love those movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Man. You know, we're almost coming up to an hour and we haven't even got to the meat. Let it go over. Here we go.
Hey, we can always go
Let's
on
make
part
it
2.
Let's make it a special. Yeah,
You
yeah.
want to do a part 2?
Well, yeah.
So you want to? Okay, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and write out the last 9 minutes, and then boom, we'll do part 2, which is the main meat of the discussion of.
All right.
Heroes.
Let's just end it right here.
Okay, we'll end it right here.
Yeah,
Let's end it
In
right
the in the great tradition of saying happy birthday to Windhammer.
All right.
We wanted that kind of one anyway, so
we gave him much celebration and gifts, and we want to wish you, of course, many more.
Thank you, sir.
And thank you for being a part of Cosmic Portal 2.0.
your diversity in superheroes, your knowledge in the comic book industry, as well as the fandom, and your great, wonderful ideas are greatly
Well, he's an Atlantean. You got to give him
are
that.
greatly
It's my absolute pleasure.
As always, folks, we encourage you to go to our Facebook page. Post up what you like, post up what you don't like. Just communicate. Let us know. This is your fandom. We're just here to guard it for you. Enjoy your day.
Peace, love, and